under 10.5 on the line.
You have to be the biggest, dumbest idiot.
Josh Allen inside the 10, inside the 5, touchdown, game over.
Going into the draft, I was a big Penix guy. I'm still a big Penix guy.
Rashee Rice is way ahead of schedule in his ACL rehab, which is good news for his fantasy managers because the Dallas court system is way behind schedule. That's also good news for local comedian Myles Francis. Oh, hello and welcome to What Are We Talking About with Jamie Jakes. I am him. I am sitting here with Myles and Kyles, and we are here to talk about the NFL news. How's that?
Beautiful.
Pretty good.
Oh,
how you doing? How you doing, Kyle?
Oh, I'm well. How about yourself?
Living the dream. Kyle, a resident Chargers fan on the program, and sitting here, our Chicago correspondent, Myles Francis. How are you doing?
I just got to have a meeting with Caleb, just see how things are going. I'm feeling pretty good. About him and our season this year. Now that I'm obviously a Bears fan.
A heel Bears fan on the program, exactly what we did not need, but that is okay. We will accept you for now. We are here to talk about the NFL news, and we took a little bit of a break, but that was because there wasn't a lot of news. I feel like we got some good stuff today. And we're going to start with our first news story. This is a good one. Adrian Peterson at a poker match got in a fight. This is how it went for him. Oh. There's Adrian Peterson. Pretty big.
Oh, got it.
Did he throw the first punch?
No, the other guy did.
That's what I meant. The small guy. Like, that's ballsy, dude.
Yeah, the other guy threw the punch, stepping up to Adrian Peterson, which honestly, I'm sure because I feel like I'm just like this guy. I feel like this guy has been training for this moment his whole life. He's been like, let me get one washed up NFL Hall of Fame running back. I've been boxing in this gym my whole life. This is my moment.
He just needs to get viral enough to bankroll his next poker tournament.
I'm pretty sure this was a pretty low stakes match.
At what point do you think he realizes he did in fact fuck up though? Because this is clearly not going to go well for him.
You don't think so, Myles? Oh, I got news for you, buddy.
No
Check
way.
this out. Boom! Boom! Oh, 2, Myles.
He got one punch in.
He's spamming right hooks, Myles. He's crushing them. Look at this. Boom! Right in the face. He's rocked. That's the other thing about fighting an ex-NFL running back is he's had a lot of brain trauma. So you just got to catch him once or twice.
He's not fighting Rocky 1. He's fighting Rocky like Balboa.
Yeah, we're on Space Rocky 18. Boom. Boom. Just right hooks. He's just really finding a home for that right hook.
Yeah, AP's powering ahead though, dude.
I was going to say, is this going? I still feel like it looks like it's going to end worse for the little guy.
I mean, he got swarmed by Adrian Peterson, but he was kind of rocked. I thought it went great.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's been rocked so many times, like you pointed out, that he still knows how to hit somebody while he's rocked.
I don't know. Speaking of hitting somebody, he was suspended for doing that to one of his children. I think his kids are kind of past Adrian Peterson's assault prime. I feel like 30-year-old Adrian Peterson back in the day, he could assault you.
He was dishing out whoopings.
I think,
but 40-year-old AP, I mean, that's no problem, no problemo.
Jamie's just trying to slyly get spanked by Adrian Peterson. Is what's happening right now.
No, I was thinking about who I would fight. Who would I get? And the obvious answer is I'm training right now, so one day in a poker match in Cleveland, Ohio, I can fight Deshaun Watson. That's the guy I want to fight because he's ruined so many lives. Basically, I think as a Cleveland Browns fan, I'm considering being a Texans fan because they built that whole team off of Cleveland Browns draft picks. Those are our draft picks. So by definition, I can be a Texans fan, right?
It's like if you take that ship apart but then rebuild the same ship with those original pieces, which one's the original part or the original ship? Which one's the original Cleveland Browns?
Some nautical themed content there from Myles. I love that. What are we going to go to next? Okay. Shedeur Sanders. Myles, you're gonna love this one because it's cop related.
Because it's what related?
It's police officer related.
Yeah, I got.
Got you.
You better see some body cam footage, dude.
Let's see some body cam footage. So this is Shedeur Sanders getting pulled over in Cleveland for going 101 on the highway in his pickup truck.
That's funny. You'd think that they would have pulled him over a lot faster than him having to get all the way to 101, but
Well, I mean, they don't have a ton of
It's out of Colorado.
cops.
How you doing? 101. Got you 101 miles an hour. Do you have your license proof insurance on you? Yeah, I got her at 92.
Oh, there was a lady involved.
Uh-oh.
So he was racing with a lady. You know what he was doing? I think he's known for staying late after practice. I bet he was still at the facility, and he was rushing home so he could get optimal recovery and sleep.
For sure.
So
very
he could
dedicated
get back,
to the team. Yeah.
get back to the facility. He's too good of a teammate.
I wonder how they were racing and he was going, what was that, 9 miles an hour fast? Like, that's not a race. That's like somebody doing the like footage of the other person doing the cool thing. The girl just like dropped the stick next to the high diver so that like everybody could enjoy the actual talent.
You're definitely right. She was definitely a camera person. Which also, why are we recording
Driver's
this?
license? Okay, what's your first name?
This is the worst body cam footage I've ever seen.
Yeah, bro.
Why? Because no one's getting beaten up.
Do you have a Colorado driver's license?
Oh, he still had the Colorado plates on the car.
Uh-oh.
And this cop still doesn't. He's in Cleveland. This cop has. Who is this cop, by the way? So you know he didn't get off easy.
He's a hockey fan. That's what he is.
I guess because he's like, oh, Colorado plates, young black man in the front seat, going 101 on the highway in Cleveland, Ohio at 1 a.m.
You know how those
Who are you?
snowboarders are.
Shedeur, never heard of you. Like that's like enough context clues to like, how do you not listen to sports talk radio? I thought that's what every Cleveland cop is supposed to do.
I think every Cleveland cop is supposed to
Hang
move.
tight, I'll be back in a minute.
Supposed to what?
Move.
Move?
Get the fuck out of Cleveland.
It's just my partner. Just back up. He's not doing anything.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate it.
That's reassuring.
It is going to be waiverable, okay?
Okay. It is going to be waiverable, okay?
Your state where you're
Good call, Myles. Definitely a hockey fan. After I heard, okay, definitely waiverable. Yeah, this guy does not love American football.
at has an agreement with Ohio that if you don't take care of the ticket, they will suspend your Mississippi license, okay? So there's a full number and all that on the back. If you just want to sign here by the X, it's just stating that you're going to take care of the citation. If you don't, they can suspend your license.
So he's got a Mississippi license. That must be from the HBC that he was playing for. So he has a license plate from Colorado. That's when he got rich. So good for him. Anyways, good use in a 5th-round pick. Crushed it again. Cleveland Browns. Love being a fan of the team.
Another
Everything's
law-abiding
great.
citizen at quarterback.
Hey. Some people are calling him the next Johnny Manziel. 5th-round Manziel is what they're calling him.
If it's anything like the Rashee Rice situation, you don't have to worry about it for like 4 years.
Well, that's the thing is I figured he got preferential treatment from the cop because the cop knew who he was. And he's like, I'm not going to arrest Shedeur Sander for going 101, which I thought was like an automatic, like you're going to jail. I guess not in Cleveland. You can do that in Cleveland.
I got pulled over once doing 105 and a 65 in Texas. So, didn't go to jail.
Didn't go?
Did not go to jail.
Moved to
They'll
Texas
let you off.
or moved to Ohio. We have next here. Oh, this is kind of like a weird one. I don't know much about. So Offset was spotted with Stephon Diggs' ex-girlfriend because obviously Diggs and Cardi have a thing. And I'm worried for Diggs' safety. We checked. Oh, yeah. He is playing in Atlanta. He's going to have to check in, right, Kyle Lammert?
He's going to have to check in.
How does that work? How does that – does he have to bring a gift?
Sometimes there is an offering. Most of the time, it's just making your presence known. Just saying, hey, I'm going to be around. I'm not going to start none. Hopefully there won't be none. That's how it works.
It's just a simple courtesy check.
Courtesy check. Say, hey, I'm in the area, but ain't no thing.
But if you don't check in, then it might be a thing.
Then sometimes you're going to take
And sometimes
off
it's just
to
going to
the
be
heavens.
a thing anyway. I mean, regardless.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand the culture.
Then you're going to have to answer some questions.
Oh, okay. So you answer some questions. So you just hash it out.
And
You just say,
sometimes
hey,
you're
yo, I'm
not
coming
gonna
in.
like who's asking the questions or how they're asking them.
No big deal. Oh, so here's what happened.
I don't know,
This
dude.
girl was just randomly at the club, and she's trying to make Diggs jealous. They ran into each other. This was not prearranged.
Do you think
What do you
Diggs
guys
is the
think?
jealous type?
Yeah, for sure. For 100%, he is the jealous type. I bet he hate watches all of his former team's games every single week.
Oh
I
my
bet
God,
he
dude.
cannot.
With Kirk Cousins.
He cannot stand Justin Jefferson. I guarantee you, he hates Justin Jefferson. He's never spoken to him in his life. I promise you that. That's what you're working with Stephon Diggs. Let's go. God, we got so many Cleveland stories. Of course, it's always a circus. Let's go to this. Have you boys ever messed around with this poly market?
Yeah, I got a lot of trouble.
I'm a monogamy guy.
So okay. For all of the monogamous people out there, there's this thing called poly market, which I guess allows you to make like somewhat sketchily legal or illegal bets on things. And actually, this was extremely accurate for this year's presidential election. It was like spot on state by state. They got every single one correct directionally and like almost percentage wise. It was crazy. So anyways, yeah. So you can bet, and obviously the odds change based on who's betting where. So it just gives you an implied odds, and it's called poly market, and they put a good chart out there for you, and it tells you how those odds changed over time, which is interesting because they posted who's going to be the week 1 starter for the Cleveland Browns.
Uh-oh.
And this is how the poly market went. And I think I'm going to make a big investment in the poly market. I might get in this poly market game. First of all, hilarious. Day 1, Kenny Pickett.
I'll take those. I'll take that action.
68% chance it was Kenny Pickett, which was true. Day 1, it was like it's Kenny Pickett's job to lose. Well, guess how long it took him to lose that job?
Day 2.
Almost immediately. Like within 2 practices, like, all right, it's Joe Flacco's gig. Interesting, Dillon Gabriel in last place the whole time, even though he's been playing with the starters this whole time. He has been the number 2 guy kind of this whole time, and Shedeur's been kind of playing with a bunch of used car salesmen. Kenny Pickett made a little bit of resurgence there, kind of back and forth with Joe Flacco. And Dillon Gabriel at this point surged forward. But then Joe Flacco time. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if Flacco threw a bad pick or what exactly happened.
That's a giant, that's like a roller coaster drop.
He might have had a rest day. Flacco might have had a rest day here, like a planned veteran rest day where he didn't play at all. So everyone's like, oh shit. And then they recorrected course. And it kind of has been this for a while here. Joe Flacco, Pickett, and
ooh.
and then everyone's like, oh, Kenny Pickett's getting cut. And Shedeur is the second guy. And and now it's Kenny Pickett right behind Flacco, Shedeur, and Dillon Gabriel. I think Dillon Gabriel's the bet.
I mean, if you want to get the most money for your dollar,
I stand by that. Dillon Gabriel's the bet. I think the real answer is Flacco. So maybe you go with Flacco, and you maybe hedge a little bit, a little tasty treat on top with Dillon Gabriel, because it's going to be one of the two. I think it's not. I think Kenny Pickett's going to get cut. If I had to guess, I'm just sitting here guessing.
If you were a betting man.
If I was a betting man, which I kind of am.
But you can't because we live in Texas and no sports betting. So you're not.
Well, you can bet online, like on overseas books. Okay.
He's just trying to get a sponsorship, dude. FanDuel.
This one is specifically for Myles, I think.
Okay.
It's Jameis Winston Preaching.
Oh Lord.
the word with his pastor right behind him. 37-second clip.
Is he holding his child?
Just a child, I think. I don't think
Just
that's
any
his
random
child.
Okay.
It's like a
Why
youth
can't this
ministry
come out?
thing. And
All right.
this is what Jameis Winston said. And it's, I mean, who can beat this?
With things that you haven't prayed for. How many times has he lifted you off your feet when you didn't ask him to?
Amen.
That's how you know you deserve it. That's how you know that you are worthy. That's how you know
right.
Jesus died on the cross for our sins and gave us the victory.
Amen.
He already gave it to you. So receive it. Pastor already gave it to us, but you got to receive it.
Look at Pastor.
Already did an amazing job with discernment, but you have to take it upon yourself and chew on it. You have to eat it. Okay? We are called not to be lukewarm. Let's be hot. Let's be on fire for Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. I love Pastor in the background just being like, oh.
Pastor in the background is worried, like, I hope he doesn't lose his job in the fucking lineup because I'm going to be out of mind.
Pastor's on the hot seat.
The only person in the room making more than
Kenny
Jameis Winston
Pickett.
is the pastor, dude. Like, he doesn't want to lose that money.
The pastor and Kenny Pickett are going to be sitting on the bench together soon.
Yeah. It's called
If
a
Jameis
feud.
Winston, I think Winston's on the Giants right now.
Oh yeah.
So he could
He'll
be a
he'll
cut
be started
candidate.
in no
and
time. No, he's
he
a
could
starter.
end up
He'll be
on
started by the time
Hey,
we
get
play
that
game.
up for get the poly market up.
Poly market for Giants starting quarterbacks.
Yeah, let's see what's up. Let's see what's going on.
I don't think.
That's
I
because
don't
it's
think
too
they
much
have
of a lock. Winston obviously has it, so there's no point
Yeah,
putting up a
yeah.
market for it.
No, they don't have it. They don't have it. They had the Giants' first drafted quarterback on the list. I think Myles is going to appreciate this one.
Why does that mean? I don't even remember catching this, but I'm sure it's gonna be great.
You gotta keep your head on a swivel, Myles. That's all I gotta say.
I just gotta quit getting blacked out of stadiums.
I think this is a Canadian Football League punter. Good punt.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, I'm still sore.
Drew the 15-yard penalty for sure, though. Kind of hammed it up, took his helmet off. This is a blindside. Like, what?
Jeez. I don't think he took his helmet off for what it's worth. I think that helmet just rolled off while he's grabbing his face.
The helmet rolled off from natural causes? Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that dude that hit him is using natural substances, but yeah, otherwise.
I'm sure they have a strict, expensive drug testing regimen.
No, dude, Canadians are actually free. They don't have to worry about that shit. It's not like this fancy ass.
You just
American
take all the
freedom.
steroids. I guess Canadian Gumpy on the Pat McAfee show did say you could just take all the steroids in Canada. They don't really care.
Yeah, dude. And you guys can't even buy weed.
Chenbalone sandwiches is what he says. What else do we got here? Okay, so Jim Harbaugh talking to the best coach of all time talking to the second best coach of all time.
Borrow from Coach Harbaugh.
What did you
borrow from
interview? It was revealed
what did you borrow from Coach Harbaugh?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what he wrote. This is what I write. Hey, Coach, how are you? Writing
He's
you from jolly
literally
old
like
England.
playing Jim Harbaugh because he was I think in the show he was an NCAA like national champion or something like that. So I think he's literally playing the character of Jim Harbaugh, which is hilarious to find out.
September 4th, 2019. As we're in the middle of filming episode 2 of that Ted Lasso show I'm doing for Apple. So far, so good, I think. This emoji.
That's hilarious.
I had a small, silly question for you. On game days, what do you actually wear to and from the stadium? I wear the same clothes every day. Khakis and a blue sweatshirt. Same to the game that I coach in, and we'll wear the same thing.
That's amazing.
It gets better. It gets better.
It's a post interview and then home as well. No shower unless it's really hot.
So he just leaves the house in that outfit, comes back in that outfit. He's a multi-million-dollar head coach.
Oh yeah.
Or really cold outside or raining. In that case, our equipment manager has a duplicate pair of everything I wear in my locker. So I put that on.
He's got one duplicate.
I honestly
outfit.
respect the hell out
The
of that,
backup
dude.
khakis.
Backup khakis, belt, blue sweater, whistle.
Underwear back on the plane or home, and always a new pair of socks and a different underwear. There's always a locker with extra layers for cold games.
So he does have a little bit of luxury behind him.
Yeah.
He does allow himself to put on a new pair of socks and underwear if he has to fly, if it's an away game. If it's a
fresh
home
set of
game, he's
Malcolm
leaving
X
the house, coming
glasses.
back, and everything.
Yeah, he's got clean undies in the drawer, dude.
That rocks.
Games plus long johns. That's the routine for road games and home games. I pack a playbook, call sheet, and a toothbrush, and wear the rest of what I need. As I like.
Did you hear that?
King.
I got a play sheet. Wait, what did you get? A
Playbook,
sheet?
yeah.
A playbook, a call sheet. Oh, what else
A
did he have?
Toothbrush. And wear the rest.
Yeah,
I wear the rest on the plane. I'll be back home
Dude,
tonight.
I'm proud of myself for just traveling everywhere with a backpack most of the time, but like I feel like I'm getting put to shame right now.
Unbelievable. This guy flying private. It's not like he has to check anything.
Yeah.
It gets checked for him. He's flying private, and he's like, "Oh, I'll just wear it. See you soon, hon." Fucking unbelievable. I'm so glad because I'm a Michigan State fan. I'm so glad he's not a Michigan head coach anymore, so I can actually
like him
pretend
again.
I like him.
Pack a toothbrush and a great attitude. I said, man, oh man, coach, this is so friggin' helpful. Thank you for taking the time to holler back and giving such a thoughtful and thorough answer. Boom. That's it.
That's incredible, dude.
And that's why I love Jim now. I can't help it.
Dude, honestly, that's kind of a big deal. Yeah, that makes me want to rewatch Ted Lasso. That's a really great show. What a character.
I think they got one more season to go, right?
It ended at season 3, but I've heard that they're bringing it back for a 4th season. I honestly don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see.
That's another great way to end this show because that's how I feel about this show. Thank you, Myles, for being on it. What do you have to tell the audience?
Just stoked to be back, man. Always a good time with you boys. You can follow me online at Mr. Most Days Off, and you can still check out my special Walmart person on YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. It's a special site. I created it just for my special. It's a hard R.
And Kyle? Speaking of hard R's.
Always a pleasure to be back. I guess what I have to say to the people is follow your dreams. And also follow me on Instagram at Kyle L Comedy or whatever. And also catch me on Myles Special. Also, Walmart person. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you and good night.